What's going on, Vladimir? This is Daniel from Josh and Danny SEO. So we're going to take a quick look here, see what's going on, and see if we can help. So right off the bat, a little bit of what I am going to say is you have exterior, commercial, interior. You have everything you're offering out in the front. You might as well, the best thing to do is just have something that says services, and then a drop down menu for all of them. So it kind of cleans up the page. And then for service area, you always want these to be drop down menus so people can see exactly what it is. So if you're servicing Bellevue, you're servicing Issaquah, you're servicing Seattle, you want it to be a drop down menu so people can see. I like how your number is a click to call. It's exactly what you want. This following, it can get annoying, but otherwise it's fine. What sits Vanhousing painters report. And kind of just going through, I like how these are links to other pages. That's exactly what you want. It's just, you can clean this up a little bit. That's it. Otherwise, no. Great job so far. You have content on your side. You got pictures. It could load quicker, but otherwise, there's nothing really wrong with any of this. So let's take a look at the back end. I don't know what that. What is this? Oh, it kind of throws it up on the side. A little obsolete, but I'm not going to say anything. Well, let's take a look at the back end for you and see what is happening. So I use a tool called Ahrefs. It lets me know what's going on the back end and how Google kind of views you guys. So right now, you have no real information in here. A UR rating is how strong your website is. A DR rating is how much Google trusts your website. And right now, they're both at 0. Now, they do have to do a backlinks. Now, a backlink is where somebody can, you have your website link, vanhousingpainters.com. You have that somewhere else, and somebody can click on it. Now, a referring domain is when it actually returns back to your website. So, not all of them are created equal. You got some of these guys that you want to stay away from, like BuzzFeed, Wikipedia stuff. You definitely don't want to use those guys. You want to stick with more, what do they call those? Painters blogs, stuff that'll really help you out. And then finally, you do have keywords. Now, a keyword is anything that somebody might put into Google. Now, for example, when I'm searching for a restaurant to eat at, I'm going to get very specific, and that's what you want to do with your keywords. Now, it does look like you have the right idea for some of these guys, so I am not going to fault you for this, except for this gun. This one, you don't need that. But Painters, Kent, Washington, you want. Painters, Washington is a little broad. You want to get very location specific. So if you're ever servicing multiple locations, that's definitely what you want to do. And that's what you did for the 5 keywords over here. Bellevue House Painters, House Painter Bellevue. As you can see, there's volume for each of these. It comes out to what, about like maybe 300 different people searching a month for these services. But you're not getting any traffic for these guys because you're not in the position, which you want to be on page number 1. Typically, you want to be in numbers 1, 2, and 3. If you get there, that's exactly, you'll get 10 to 20% of all search volume if you're in those spots. Well, let me show you what happens when I put in a not random keyword. This is a very controlled keyword. Not only is it location specific, it's very also service specific, which is how we create Google ads, stuff like that. So you got your Google guaranteed up and ready. That's great. And remember, we're searching Painter, Seattle, Washington. I know that you kind of hit Bellevue over here. I believe your oops, did not mean to do that. Although this is the GMB, and you always want to be in the GMB area because about 30 to 40% of all people searching for anything will click on one of these 3 guys. So that's something that is very important. But over here, you cover, I believe, all this Bellevue down to Kent, stuff like that. I mean, you did have Kent on your thing. But once past the GMB, anyone with a website can rank here. This is our organic search. So you got Yelp as number 1, Angie number 2, and Sound Painting Solutions as number 3. Now I'm going to be upfront. They are a monster to go against. They have their home, the About Us with drop-down menus for everything they're offering, as well as get free quote, careers. So here's the thing about Sound Painting Solutions. They do both languages. Like they'll do, they're bilingual. And that will increase their keywords, which, opens up an entirely brand new market. So just going through, they have a lot of content on their page. They're offering a lot. I like how it, kind of flips around. So it has that clean look over there. Stuff they're offering, who they're accredited with, locally owned and operated. People love that. Free painting quotes, contact us, their team. They're big. They're not small. And then obviously, all the places that they say they've done their jobs in. And that's the end of their page over here. So let's take a look at the back end and show you what exactly it is we're fighting against. Now, this is Seattle. It's not Bellevue, but we can, if you're not targeting Seattle and you just want to look at Bellevue and Kent, those areas, we can always have another conversation about that. But right off the bat, their UR rating is 33. Google, they have a really strong website, and their DR rating is 25. So Google likes them. Now the cool thing about, not the cool thing, but the thing about this is, you want them in the 30s and 40s, ratio 1 to 1. So they're not too far off on that. So that's who you're fighting against. Now their backlinks, they do have 1,000. Let's just go with 1,500 backlinks. And 373 of them are referring domains. Now, they have to be really good for them to get numbers like these. So they put a lot of time and money into these backlinks and referring domains. So that's why they're ranking so high. Now, they do have 3.6 thousand different keywords, but they are also bringing in about 2,500 people a month to their website. So let's see exactly what it is that they are ranking for. As you can see here, I'm very impressed. I have to be, because they are ranking for all of the great keywords. Painting company, Seattle, Seattle painting company. By the way, it's all variations of the same words. Professional cabinet painting, Seattle painting contractor, all of these guys. See, this one especially, I wouldn't go for this one simply because it's anywhere in the United States. But these two, 600 people a month combined search for that. They're pulling in over 230 people a month. That's 35% of the search volume. That's crazy. And they're in position number 2. So they're doing something really well. So I mean, I can keep on going. They have a lot of these, Seattle house painting, 450 a month. They're getting a little less than 10% because they're in position number 6. You'll get about 10 to 20% when you're positions 1, 2, and 3. So how does this really help you out, Vladimir? Honestly, all we really got to do is we do have to restructure just a little bit of this stuff. We got to add keywords in here, so it makes sense to have them in something like I don't know, the keywords you want to rank for, something similar to the 8 keywords you have. Bellevue residential painting contractors, but just expand it to the other service areas by actually, having pages about them. So, Google sees and Google ranks you for it. And then finally, we got to look at your backlinks and referring domains, which means but sorry, let me take a breath here. We got to get some really good ones. Great news is we know who has really good ones. We just go over here to Sound Solutions Painting. We find out the really good stuff that they got here, and we just simply find what they're using and use the same things. And then you're good to go. Now, it's not going to happen overnight, not against people like this, but it's definitely a great step in the right direction to start beating out the rest. If you can beat out the top person, you can beat everyone else underneath them. Well, anyway, that's all I really got for you, Vladimir. If you do have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Other than that, you have an amazing day. Bye.